Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationery Island's channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jana and today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my April 2020 spreads. And I know I say this every time, but I can't believe it's already April. We're almost halfway through 2020 and I think that's really crazy since, I don't know, I feel like a lot has gone on. So if you need anyone to talk to, just feel free to message us on Instagram or here on YouTube. I'll always try to reply. And just keep making things, keep doing things that make you happy, and yeah, we'll be fine. I hope you guys are holding up okay, and if this video is going to do anything, I hope it's going to cheer you guys up. Yeah. Alright, sorry if I started off sappy, I just feel like I needed to say that. Yeah, so here's a flip through of my March spreads all filled in. I really enjoyed this theme and I was really happy that you guys did too. There really is something about greenhouses and terrariums that is so magical. I really like my highlights page as well because I went to Kew Gardens this month and really enjoyed seeing all the beautiful flowers, big leaves and tall trees. I just don't think I can ever get bored of it. We also have new bullet journal colours that we've been working on for the past few months and I'm so happy that they're here now. I've also been designing our sketchbooks and I was so happy with the designs and I just found it so fun to develop and I can't wait to show them to you as soon as we have them. Alright, so for April my theme is bees and I know a lot of people have done this before and even I have done bees 2 years ago, but I really liked it and I thought it was time to recreate it and improve it. And honestly, I really like how my spreads turned out. Then I'm just drawing some hexagons. This theme is really simple because you can just go crazy with hexagons and do different colors, but of course to spice it up, I'm just drawing this little bee. Because what is a bee theme without bees? And on the other side, I'm doing another drawing of a bee and then I have my quote at the bottom and I'm doing this typewriter font because I think it goes really well with the bee theme. And the quote that I've chosen is, "The flower doesn't dream of the bee, it blossoms and the bee comes." And I'm not going to lie, I just found it on Pinterest, but I just thought it's such a cute quote. I feel like it just means whatever will be, which I guess is also a good quote for a bee theme. And to jazz up the page, I'm adding some dashed lines using yellow and orange fine liners. I just think it just ties the pages together. Next I have my monthly page and I'm doing the same lettering style for the title. Then I'm just adding 31 hexagons for my calendar. I normally go for a simple calendar, but I just couldn't help myself, so I went overboard with the hexagons. And then I'm just colouring some hexagons orange and some yellow and some I'm leaving as they are just to add a bit of visual interest. And then I've also drawn some more hexagons in light yellow fine liner and then I've added some more dashed lines. I'm also drawing this flower on the bottom right just to add a bit of extra something to the page, and to make it look less yellow I've added some green leaves and I think that just tones the yellow down a bit. Next I have my mood tracker and I've just kept this one simple by drawing 31 little daisies, but you can do so many other things like bee stripes and beehives, but I just like the look of these little daisies, so that's what I went for. And at the bottom I just have this little legend and then I'm adding some hexagons again using the really light yellow fine liner that I was using earlier, just so it's nice and subtle, and then I'm just adding some more dashed lines. Then on the other side I have my habit tracker. I feel like my habit tracker layout barely changes at all because this layout just works so well for me. So I'm just doing 6 little calendars and I'm tracking the same 6 habits that I like to track, which are drinking 2 liters of water every day, meditating, reading, making art, not spending money and going to bed by 10. I'm still not the best at keeping up with my habits, but I'm trying. What about you? What habits do you track? Comment them down below. To decorate, I'm just doing the same hexagons and dashed lines, and then I'm adding this cute little bee on the bottom right and a flower on the top left corner of the page. Next is of course my highlights page. I really enjoyed filling in my March highlights page, and I really can't wait to use this one for April. I'm really hoping that April will be good to all of us and that we'll find more positive things and things to celebrate during that month. So the spread is pretty simple as always. I just have my title, and for the border I'm just doing hexagons on the top left and bottom right of the spread, and then I'm just adding some dashed lines to connect everything together. And finally I have my weeklies. This is quite a quick and easy setup for me. I just eyeballed everything and didn't really measure the spaces for each days, but if you like doing that, feel free to start with pencil first and just measure your spaces so that they all look the same. But for mine, I didn't really mind it, so I just drew 7 hexagons on the page, and then I'm decorating with more dashed lines. Then I'm just adding this drawing of a bee to keep the theme consistent. Then I'm adding more leaves to make the page less yellow. But then to make it more yellow, I'm adding more yellow accents to the hexagons. Then I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side for the next week to keep the spread looking cohesive, but then I've just arranged the hexagons differently. Then I've done the same shading on the hexagon and the same dashed lines to tie the 2 pages together. Then on the bottom right, I'm drawing this little flower, and again I'm just adding more green leaves to make it less yellow. And that's it. And just before the flip through, I'm just going to announce the winner of the last Plan With Me's giveaway. And here's our winner, congratulations! Please check the description box for instructions on how to claim your spring brush pens and Apple Bullet Journal prize. And finally, here's a flip through of all the spreads I've done for April 2020. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It really helps us out, and that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.